YouTube, welcome back to the Allegheny Northern and N scale. Wanted to take you through some of the updates. The theme of today's update is going to be people. I bought the Woodland Scenics. It was a set with a bunch of different scenes, little vignettes in it. These people chasing raccoons. Ended up here in town. Some more over here. So that's some fun stuff. Obviously, got Big Ed standing right outside his barbecue joint there as people walk by. Folks on park benches, hanging out after going to the movies, or maybe walking into the movies as a couple. You got folks on the street. Yeah, like this one here. Little girl holding her teddy bear while mom and dad talk. Reestablished the ice cream truck that was sort of taken apart while I was working on the roads. Obviously the roads are done now, striped, weathered. You got some folks standing here reading the newspaper, getting ready to cross the street. And there's some folks sitting there with their dog. And I think I missed these two. Getting ready to go in for lunch. Also added the street signs to go with the pavement markings. Another update here is picked up a couple of these tool trucks. So I added those in appropriate locations. Here's the rest of the folks that I haven't quite set up yet. Coffee, can't do anything without that. Then we come over to here. Got our snowball scene. Dad's throwing a snowball at the son. Mom's throwing it at the daughter. And then over here, all sister wanted to do was build a snowman, and brother hit her with a snowball. So, seems about accurate. Spinning around here, we come down to the boat scene. One thing I couldn't find, although I've added the waves and some white caps, a little choppy there on the lake. They do make some fishermen, which are going to populate the scene, both on the dock and then on some boats. Unfortunately, they were sold out, so until they restock, no fishermen. Here's my other tool truck. And there's some folks getting ready to end up on the station. Not quite there yet. And then we've got boss man talking to a couple of the workers about the progress, and two guys working on some ties, setting up for the tie crane. So those are the major updates here all for this go around. The next major thing that's happened is looking at what's on the layout. What do I mean by what's on the layout? So you'll notice that some different locomotives than have been in previous videos are on the tracks at the station, or at the roundhouse rather. And you'll also notice that there's a full coal train back there, sitting in the interchange yard. So I'm starting to simulate operations, and that is operating on the upper railroad that's not built yet, but simulating how traffic will come into and off of this layer of the layout. The other thing that I've done is, you see a couple of Conrail locomotives here pulling a mixed freight. Those mixed freight cars are blocked for the different industries. So what I did is I looked at the industries on the layout, the various ones, and I picked the cars that are there, and I staged them in their appropriate locations. And then I picked their replacement cars. So if you're working on a loads in, empties out, or empties in, loads out, whichever way they're running, I needed to replace all of the cars one for what's in the industries. After I had picked those models, everything that didn't fit, that was an extra car, I took off the layout. Then I staged locomotives and carefully pick locations. So here's a SD40-2 with its caboose. that locomotive is assigned to this district. Okay, then you come over here. These two locomotives are assigned to the quarry, so they'll be shuffling cars in and around the quarry. Come over to here. We have this little GP38. He's assigned to this area. And this Conrail is switching the coal mine, which is disconnected at the moment from the layout, but when it's set up, that's his territory. So, other than these couple of locomotives here, which are basically on display, and then these ones over here, which are also on display, everything else has been removed from the layout. The last area I need to go through is right here and unpopulate the intermodal yard, which has a bunch of items. Already there are 2 5-car double stack units that are off layout. They're in the hidden staging. So some of these spine cars need to get off of the layout as well. So this is our crew assigned to the intermodal yard, and this is actually going to be an intermodal train once it leaves, attached to the road railers. So the next thing I need to do is figure out which of these trains I'm going to keep on the layout, which of them are going to go, and then move them off to hidden staging. Now that doesn't mean I'm getting rid of them or that I'm not using them. It just means that there's more on the layout than the layout can handle at the moment, and it's sort of clogging things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it into hidden staging for the time being, and then once the second level is built, they will have a purpose. Also need to relook at what is on the layout as far as cars and different industries, then make a decision if I need to purchase more cars or change out cars, and we'll take it from there. So that's the update. That's what I've been working on for the month of April and May, and we're getting ready to start June here and now. June's going to be a lot of operations and lots of weathering, so get ready for those videos coming up at a later time.